Okay, let's dive right into this explainer on the newly released March 2026 data for U.S. green card consular wait times. Now, we all know navigating global mobility is notoriously complex, but this latest data set, it offers a genuinely profound look into the actual mechanics of the current system. Today, we're acting as an analytical engine, decoding the hidden cause and effect relationships within this data. We're going to reveal how recent policy shifts, specifically those travel bans and visa suspensions, are actively distorting the entire global backlog.
Our analysis today breaks down into 3 quick steps. First, we'll look at the baseline reality, then the disruption mechanism, and finally, the applicant's lens. Let's get to it. Starting with part 1, the baseline reality, where we establish the raw facts. Expert analysis reveals a pretty stark picture of the global backlog for documentarily complete cases. And just as a quick refresher, documentarily complete means these cases have cleared all those preliminary administrative hurdles. The paperwork is approved, the visa number is there, and they literally just need a physical interview slot to finalize the whole shebang. Yet, for employment-based categories, the scale of this logistical bottleneck is, well, it's severe. Major consulates like DACA, Manila, and Seoul are locked in extreme delays, facing multi-year wait times. I mean, DACA is sitting at a staggering 52 months. Manila and Seoul actually added another month to their queues since the last reporting period. And even in highly resourced global hubs like London and Abu Dhabi, you're looking at wait times pushing nearly 2 full years. But listen, while those employment-based queues are daunting, they pale in comparison to the family-sponsored backlog. That operates on an entirely different, vastly more severe scale of delay, perfectly highlighted by one record-breaking data point. Port-au-Prince currently anchors the extreme high end of this baseline reality with a 69-month wait time. Yeah, you heard that right. That is nearly 6 years of waiting for an interview appointment after an applicant is already completely cleared on paper. This fact alone highlights the immense structural strain on specific posts handling family-based immigration in high-demand regions. The infrastructure just can't process the sheer volume of approved petitions, so you get this static pool of applicants who are essentially frozen in time. But here is where the data gets deeply fascinating. If you look closely at the March 2026 figures, some of these historically gridlocked regions are suddenly reporting massive improvements. On paper, wait times are plummeting. But analytically, we really have to ask, why? Did these consulates suddenly acquire a massive influx of resources and become incredibly efficient overnight? Let's move to part 2, the disruption mechanism. Time to interpret what's really going on. To understand these sudden drops, we have to look way past the surface-level storytelling and introduce a hidden variable. While raw data shows certain consulates dropping their wait times by up to 15 months, the underlying mechanism is completely different. The real driving force here is a massive policy restriction implemented in January 2026. This policy formally paused immigrant visa issuance for 75 different nationalities, which fundamentally altered the operational flow of dozens of major consular posts worldwide. So the expert consensus defines this phenomenon as a statistical illusion spreading across the dataset. Think about it like this. The automated systems calculating these wait times are essentially algorithms just dividing available slots by the active queue. When a consulate gets hit with the travel ban or visa pause, they physically stop scheduling new appointments. Because no new cases are actively entering the calendar, the automated system sees an empty incoming queue and falsely registers a massive drop in wait times. The system interprets a pause in intake as a cleared backlog. It looks like a huge breakthrough in processing efficiency, but structurally, it's actually a complete operations freeze. And we can see exactly how this illusion manifests on a regional scale. In family-sponsored and immediate relative categories, consulates that are directly or indirectly affected by these geopolitical pauses are showing miraculous statistical improvements. Look at this, an apparent 15-month improvement in DACA, an 11-month drop in Port-au-Prince, and a 10-month drop in Rio de Janeiro. If you're looking purely at the quantitative data, these posts look like they're operating at record speeds, rapidly churning through stalled cases. But the deep analytical takeaway here is that you simply cannot take this data at face value. Because consulates in places like Egypt and Brazil are no longer scheduling people due to the cascading effects of travel bans, their estimated wait times artificially deflate. A 3 or 4 month improvement on paper in Cairo doesn't actually mean the line is moving faster. It means the line has been roped off. Nobody is entering, so the system just assumes the wait is over. This is a perfect illustration of how to distinguish genuine progress from deceptive data. Take Santo Domingo, for example. It's showing slowly improving wait times. And because they aren't under current visa restrictions, this represents genuine, hard-won operational progress. On the flip side, Cairo's sudden massive improvement is totally artificial, an illusion created by the formal pause in issuance. Meanwhile, unrestricted posts like Mumbai show stable, realistic processing times of 3 to 5 months. Mumbai represents genuine, unmanipulated data flow, giving us a true benchmark for what actual functioning consular processing looks like right now. Which brings us to part 3, the applicant's lens. Let's dig into the actionable insights. So, what do we actually do with this highly flawed, fluctuating data? Experts recommend applying a rigorous analytical framework. First off, you absolutely must investigate your specific country's restriction status before trusting any wait time baseline. Second, recognize a massive blind spot in the reporting system itself, a total lack of subcategory granularity. The data lumps employment-based categories like EB1, EB2, and EB3 all together into one single average. This means an extreme reported delay might be driven entirely by a massive localized backlog in EB3 unskilled labor. If you're applying under the EB1 priority worker category, that average will artificially skew your expectations and cause totally unnecessary panic. Finally, avoid false optimism from sudden drops. Treat these baseline numbers as rough, highly volatile estimates, for sure, but absolutely not as strict operational guarantees. If you take just one critical insight away from this entire explainer, let it be this. The relationship between apparent data improvements and actual operational throughput is currently broken. Improvements on paper might literally just mean they aren't processing visas at all. As the geopolitical landscape shifts and these data sets update month by month, you really have to continually apply this analytical lens to the numbers you see. Ask yourself, is the data you're looking at a true reflection of efficiency, or is it an illusion born out of policy? By understanding the hidden mechanisms behind the numbers, you can navigate these complexities with total clarity. Thanks for joining this explainer, and remember, keep questioning the data.